Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm Michael.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is
Jujutsu Kaisen episode 24.
Finale.
The finale. So we left off with Fushiguro throwing up and passing out. What do you guys remember from last episode?
Oh, the big guy with the mouth on the back. That stinks. It's musty.
It's musky.
Yeah, so that guy's got his fight going on. The thing is, I honestly can't imagine he's much stronger than the finger. But I'm guessing he has to be to keep this interesting.
Yeah, because this is the last episode. So it's going to lead into something. Or Sukuna comes out.
Or Sukuna comes out to deal with some people talking smack, or Mahito shows up.
Mahito.
I can't imagine he would if he sent them on the errand, but maybe he would be like, because they seem somewhat chummy with other curses, so maybe he's like, alright, make sure they're okay. Okay, they can handle themselves.
Yeah.
So maybe he's close by. We haven't seen Gero all season.
Yeah.
So
Well, we have. But
well, I mean, we've seen. I mean, we haven't
he
seen
just
him in
hasn't.
forever.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Like they introduced him and we haven't seen him do anything since.
Yeah.
But other than that, Fushiguro is down. I doubt he can be much use for the rest of this.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into it. Guys, remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check our description to see our Patreon to see these episodes a whole week early. And also check the top pinned comment to vote on the poll that will be replacing JJK after this last episode.
He belongs to Jujutsu's Bizarre Adventure.
Jujutsu's Bizarre Adventure.
Just carrier.
Oh! Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Wow. Wow.
I wonder if this is boosted with his cursed energy or if this is just him.
Honestly, it could be either.
Did he just jump up to the bridge?
I don't think he jumped up the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Right onto him. Oh, no. Oh,
Ouchie.
no. Oh, no!
Ow.
Ouch.
Rot technique? Oh, no!
Oh.
Elder brother? Cursed Spirit's child?
Mahito? Yeah. Most vile.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
So, is that the 9 wombs? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1 through 3.
Yeah. Mother's resentment.
Wow, that's horrible.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why they bleed red.
Yeah. Yeah, they're living for each other.
Oh!
Oh!
Ouch.
Oh dear.
But how bad does it get?
Ouch. Which face was that? Both of them?
Oh. His resistance to all forms.
That explains it.
It's just pain.
He can handle that. Rush.
Oh no.
Guess he has a name.
妨害されようと女が死ぬより先に私がこの男に殺されることはないだろう絶対に
Aww. He's not gonna release it.
俺たちは
Oh. Except he did it.
Ah.
Oh, for Brezza.
Brezza!
Oddly wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
術式を解いていた
Aww.
He's just chasing him.
Yeah.
Winking. Double knockout.
It looks so cool.
Yes.
Oh. That's a poster right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Black
did
Light,
the,
he did the black.
what's it called? Black
Flash?
Black Flash.
確実に知力で強化した上で拳を受けた
He reinforced, but it wasn't good enough.
肩ごと飛ばされていた
He does it so casually now.
Oh, he's dead.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Explosion.
こっちは見せてなかった。
Boom.
Aw, poor Brezza. I actually feel it for them.
Yeah.
Aw, his wiggly eyes.
Oh.
3人で一つ
Well, does that mean he's coming?
Itadori.
私がついていたが
こいつなんで消えない
Hmm.
まだ生きて違う守衛じゃない肉体が、
Uh-oh, and here
Whoa.
comes Big Brother. Or not?
Why'd you just turn on your lights?
Oh no.
Oh, he escaped.
スピードを上げ
He just peeks.
お前もこいつも分かったな
This is also. I'll write it down. Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's.
女よ呪術師何をしている
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
there he goes. Oh.
Gotta be done.
Yeah.
There goes any chance of getting the older brother on their side.
Yeah. Oh.
In here.
ゲート歌舞伎どうしたジョスあや
Uh-oh, he felt it.
ああごま壊すなよ
They're playing life.
弟が死んだそういうのそうケチズを殺したのは
That's fast.
呪術高専1年虎杖裕二とその
And his
And his
group.
group.
And his
He's
band.
backup dancers.
Yeah.
私はぶっちゃけなんともない
Hmm.
寿司やってりゃこういうこともあんでしょ伏黒じゃないけどさ結局助けられる人間なんて限り
Maybe it hasn't sunk in yet.
私の人生の席っていうかそこに座ってない人間に私の心をどうこうされたくないのよね冷たいまあんたみたいに自分で椅子持ってき
Bring
て
their own seat.
Sit and sit down.
自分は栗崎が助かって生きてて嬉しいほっとしてるそれでも俺が殺した命のことに涙は熱かったと思ってそれだけ伏黒
He just.
Gets him.
He just gets back.
クナの指持って猫危ねえな
That's actually a good point.
俺食べよう
Do it.
お前の指のキャパははっきり分 分かってね
This is true.
Eat it.
元気そうなお前に渡す念を押すが食うなよ
He's gonna eat it.
君の理解力だと思う
Sukuna just takes
Uh-oh.
over. Yep. Yep.
Me?
マジで今回もろくに働かねえ
Didn't even earn it.
Yeah.
力を取り戻すために指のありかを教えてくれるもしかして五条先生って
Yeah.
He just realized it.
ずっとそう学生ってのは考えたくないねめんどくせえさて
He's just like pressing things. Oh, did he
Sent
do
a
that on
payment-
purpose?
Sent a payment to May.
Oh.
I guess she's investigating it.
Oh my gosh. It's just evil laughs every time she gets money.
Money.
それって確定なの？
ほうな終わった案件だ気づく可能性があるとすれば俺たちが新田さんくらいだと思う言った通りスクナの受肉はきっかけに過ぎない安町橋の自殺はいつ始まってもおかしくなかった
Oh, Itadori doesn't know that the
見込んだのは俺を助ける
the finger is what started all this.
でもあいつはそれで納得しねえだろだから言うな
言わねえよ。レディーに気づかない。
お前のせいだ
No, he just told him.
俺を取り込んだ目覚めたんだよ
Yep.
Yeah.
It's better he knows. Get it over with.
助けるかおいそれ伏黒に言うな
Oh.
自分が助けた人間が将来人を殺したらどうする言うなよ
Because he saved him, now people are dying.
Oh!
Panda!
水の話
ああ、特級相当を3体。
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I be promoted?
じゃあ、
You need to train harder.
負けてらんねえ
Yeah.
な。
Of course.
筋子
Bro. Kelp.
全員巻き、パンダ。
伏黒めぐみ国崎野原そして
My brother.
以上5名を東堂葵
命名の名のもとに、一級術師。
Wow.
Wait, Toto can recommend people? Is Toto a teacher? Hold on. Is Toto a teacher that just decides to participate?
いくでも落として
Whoa.
殺すわよ。
Oh no. Which one dropped? But then he's gonna drop more.
He's so
I'm not with them.
embarrassed.
Who's that?
伏黒ですはいえ
You're just laughing at
え
him.
わかりましたでは五条先生が極秘ってんだからよっぽどだ
割と言うだろ。
しょっちゅう言ってる
He says that all the time.
Yeah. Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah, that's the end of the season. And
Yeah.
have pulled up there. So the movie comes out Christmas Eve in Japan. So usually Crunchyroll is a week behind Japan's release. But given that it's a movie, it might be longer than that. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, the first thing I wanted to say is I just really, really appreciate there's an in-lore reason as to why everyone explains their powers to each other.
Yeah. I appreciate that too,
It's
yeah.
not just like part of the plot. Like,
Yeah.
no, let's just talk it out.
Yeah, because it's legitimately not just an annoying trope, it's a detrimental trope in most shows. If somebody understands how your power works, they're going to work against it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they always want to talk about it.
But even in this show, which it's only happened a couple times in other shows, they use it against others where they kind of lied about how it works. So to make because everyone understands there's a pact of understanding.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think you're actually telling the truth. But no, I'm using this against you. Information warfare.
Yeah. I think it was Nanami.
Nanami did it.
That it. Yeah.
And so we start out. We're running from Mr. Muskyback.
And his blood is like lethal.
Yes. And Itadori is super fast.
Yeah.
Ridiculously fast.
So fast. And I heard you say in the reaction, like, is he using his curse energy at this point, or is he just, like, running?
Is he just running?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because they didn't have, like, the effects around it.
Yeah.
So it could have just been him running, but I feel like it had to involve his, like...
Well, he jumped through a second-story window.
Yeah, first
where there was no trees around.
Yeah, so I know the episode that will be dropping this Friday, I may have said it already, so if you guys answered it, I haven't seen the comments yet. But yeah, have they ever brought it up, how insane he is without the energy? Has anyone ever talked about that?
They only make, like, passing comments of it. Because, honestly, he has kind of had an opportunity to showcase how crazy he is. But maybe they kind of assumed he was using curse energy. So, Fushiguro knows that he jumped through the second-story window one time. But it was kind of crazy. So he probably didn't, like, soak it in.
Does Todo? I don't think Todo does for most of his stuff.
Todo does know.
No, I mean using energy. Like when it came to beating up Fushiguro, didn't they specifically say he wasn't using energy when he was beating up Fushiguro?
I can't remember. I think there was some sort
there
of...
was no technique.
There was no technique, so he was using energy.
Maybe.
And when he was fighting Todo, he did say, wow, he's not even using curse energy when he was punching.
That's true.
He was saying that his base form is stronger than Todo's base form.
Yeah.
Which is, he said that, yeah.
Who said that?
Todo said that when they were fighting.
Oh, I missed that. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's so amazing. That's why I'm just thinking, like, how has no one been like, oh, hey, dude, can we just
Maybe
talk about
that's
your
why
lineage?
Todo loves him so much.
Yeah, because
he's like, you're amazing. You're incredible. What kind of creature is this?
Yeah. But
that's cool.
I just would have really liked it. Everything in the show has made a lot of sense. It's just that it's just a nagging feeling of why
is nobody noticing this?
Or if they have noticed, why have they not put it in the anime if it's been in a manga or something? You know?
What would be cool is if they have like a mini tournament. It's like, okay, you guys have to learn hand-to-hand combat. No one uses any cursed energy, and what's his name? Itadori just bulldozes everybody.
Yeah, because remember how shocked everyone is? They're like, all right, we gotta have someone to fight Todo, and then Fushiguro was like, all right, in terms of raw strength, he can probably 1v everybody minus Todo.
Yeah.
So most people don't realize.
And they're just kind of going on hearsay.
Yes. And then back to our womb brothers.
Yeah.
Their technique is a rot technique. Their blood, when it touches you, they can turn on a technique that basically rots you and kills you.
Yeah.
But they have to keep it running, so to speak. Through
And
one
Itadori's
arm.
was still more time than... Maybe that was because it was the brother's blood.
Yeah, they said his brother's blood didn't have any effect.
Weaker.
That's what he said, yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't as strong as his. What was I going to say?
Wasn't as strong as his, or didn't have any effect?
It wasn't as strong as his.
It wasn't as strong, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That fight was very cool, but...
I'm glad we got to see more of Noboru.
Yeah.
Noboru.
Yes.
I keep
Exactly.
forgetting her name.
She took advantage of the fact that he was using a technique on her and used herself as a straw doll. I thought that was like crazy, but like amazing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that using a technique on her. He got his blood inside of her.
Yeah, so she basically...
Yeah, they got linked.
Yeah.
So she did the fake out thing of like telling them how it works, but she lied because she said it. No, she didn't lie. She did tell the truth.
Them everything.
But they assumed that it was because it turns the curse back on the user. But really, what was happening is because she had his blood inside her. That's what she was using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
This is definitely a universe where you can do research on your opponent. You can learn. You need to learn everything about them, and where somebody who you've never seen before is probably the most dangerous person in a room, even if they're technically weaker than you.
Yeah. And not to jump to it too soon, but I guess that kind of speaks to why the fact that they each defeated a special grade, like Noboru and Itadori together, kind of.
Yeah.
But they defeated a special grade. That's why they were like, okay, they can be upgraded to first grade sorcerers.
Well, recommended. We don't know if that's going to go through.
Well, I think it will.
I hope so. But Itadori especially,
you think that he would have enough like regression?
Oh, that's why the bribe for Gojo.
Yeah,
I figured that out immediately once I saw her. It's like,
I didn't. I thought he was just like giving her money for searching up something.
Maki and Itadori, there's politics involved. Everyone else I can see just going through easily, just through merit. But Itadori, they're still fighting, labeling him as a human being.
Yeah, the reason I think it's highly likely that they'll go through is because of the like Toro, not so much because he doesn't really put on a show, but this paid one, she is like, I feel this is the proper form. This is what we come and do, and they have shown themselves, and if you were to turn it down, it would look really bad.
She's connected.
She's connected, and it would look really bad if you were to turn it down at this point. That's what I think.
Like they're the people who are supposed to be doing it.
Right. So to get a recommendation from her is a big thing.
Did she say a reason? I mean, you said that. Yeah, he said, how much do you want? They're supposed to get through. Did she state like why Maki wasn't getting promoted before? Like, did she have a reason as to why she hadn't?
Because they were blocking.
I don't think they talked about it.
They didn't give any more.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, if it was being blocked, and she herself could see that Maki was good enough. Like, what was the reason before why she?
If you pay me more than they did, or
yeah,
something.
it was all about the money.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. She doesn't
Gojo
really
has
care.
a lot of money.
Who?
Gojo.
They get paid
Gojo,
a lot.
yeah.
The master there was saying that if you're a high enough ranked person, you get confidential information and you get above something secret grade level pay. Like you get paid a whole lot more than regular people.
I wonder how Gojo got into that position, being like his certain disposition. Like I feel like he may have held it in to behave himself until he got to that position. Then it's like, I'm here. You can't get rid of me. Like I wonder, like what did he do?
Well, the thing is, he doesn't seem to have as much politics surrounding him as Maki does, and he basically bought his freedom using Fushiguro, so he probably just went up the regular way. He went in probably as a no grade. They saw him and it's like, oh, this guy's instantly a special grade.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, did he hold himself back from being honest? Because we see how he treats the old man now. He's very blunt and not the slight bit respectful. Show his true colors once he made it. That's all I wonder.
Maybe.
Well, we saw in that flashback with Fushiguro that he was at least had enough pull to stop the sale of Fushiguro.
True.
All the way back then. So either he comes from we haven't seen one of the clans still. Either he comes from one of the clans, or maybe he's just from somebody who's already had money, or perhaps they do seem to respect strength to a degree. So maybe because he came in with no political ties, because he was so strong, he just rocketed through. Like there was nothing there to stop him. Nobody cares if you're strong. I mean, if you're like arrogant or something.
And stuff. Okay.
Maybe, but maybe. I'm leaning towards maybe he came from a background that allowed him to be more like that. We're also talking about a guy who weighed the options of joining the school or killing every single one of the old guys.
Yeah. It's true.
So it might have been they had no choice.
Yeah.
Although if you look at the personalities of the rest of the people in there, they all have a personality. With like money loving person, the principal guy with the glasses.
Our principal?
Yeah, he's a bit more straight laced, but he still seems to want to do things kind of different from what they do, and he doesn't hide that very much.
He's a bit more open, yeah. That's the thing. It's like, is that it of the board, so to speak, or is there more? Is there another level where the old guy who he talks to, where he's talking to the old group of people he's connected to, or is that it?
I mean, probably, because there was like a warehouse thing that we've never seen that Mahito went and stole from, and there's some people guarding it.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was just a Zenin compound. We know that they've got because that was their warehouse, wasn't it? Wasn't it theirs, or was it schools?
The school.
Oh, it's schools. Okay, but we still haven't seen we haven't seen in person rather the leader of the Zenin clan or the Kamo clan. So I'm just wondering if at some point we'll get a little bit more opened up to the world of these people, like their day-to-day business, stuff like that.
Speaking of the Kamo clan.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
The wounds were as a result of this nasty, nasty man.
The most vile sorcerer in history.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't catch his second name, but it's Kamo something.
Yeah, Kamo something. And the woman somehow was able to have a child with a curse. So the fact that she was capable of this is what made her prized to this Kamo guy. But he was so vile that he used her, unfortunately.
So it could have just been one of those situations where you were just born with an ability. Like
maybe that
pact.
was just her. Yeah.
So she was, but here, so the thing is, they said she was born with the ability to have child with curses, but he impregnated her 9 times.
Yeah.
So on the
And he
side,
aborted her 9 times.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Impregnated
I
and
see.
aborted
Because
her.
he was trying to get that angry, negative energy
oh, okay.
so that she could have, I don't know what she was trying to do.
Was he trying to make these wombs? Because
I would assume so, because that's the only value she had.
And he kept the aborted fetuses, so that must have been his goal, I guess. But it was 6 times he did it, but
9.
only it was 9,
9.
but only 3 wombs were saved.
Yeah. So that's why I was wondering: is it that he had 9, impregnated her 9 times, and aborted those, and also was experimenting on her, and that's where the wombs come from? Or is it like the 9 times? It's like those are humans.
I would assume he was trying to make a cursed, maybe half cursed, half human thing.
But she's a human.
Yeah.
She has the ability to mate with a curse.
Well,
yeah.
not
he's
mate,
also
it just
human.
said that she's able to have a cursed baby.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it said have
okay.
a curse, have a baby with a curse. That's what I got.
That's what I thought.
Is that what it,
No, that's what I thought. Maybe.
But if that's what it was, that makes more sense.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Okay.
We should probably look just to make sure, but
Yeah.
I can just go back real quick. All right, so back. So we just saw it again. Maybe they're trying to imply more than just directly tell there.
I think what I'm getting is that those aborted fetuses is what 3 of them became cursed objects because, and they're saying perhaps because of the mother's resentment that they were imbued with this.
I mean, they look
curse
like
energy.
fetuses in the jars.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But although there is one unaccounted for.
What do you
Because she said she fled with the corpse of her child in her hands to the temple where the...
Yeah.
But maybe that one was actually dead.
Like a dead child, yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't.
But that should have been the cursed spirit's child.
It would have been.
Mahito?
I know you want to
That's,
play one of
that's
them.
what I was thinking.
Ghetto?
Nah, Ghetto's recent.
Yeah. This is like long ago.
Yeah, so the corpse implies dead, but it wouldn't... And then Noritoshi, that's the name of the guy, he was fascinated with the idea of half human, half spirit, which would imply that that one didn't survive if it was dead or something, right? But maybe it wasn't quite dead and it left at some point. And we were talking about in reaction. Maybe it might have made the cut. Just that's why they were bleeding.
Yeah.
They're human.
They're human.
We thought it was because they needed the vessel, but it's because they are half human, and maybe because they have the vessel. I don't know.
So, their appearance right now, they were kept in these vials and they were this small. So it's not like they grew into look like this. So they were put into humans.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they took the fetus thing, gave it a proper body, and then it warped because from Mahito we know the soul has a shape, and that shows the body.
Right.
So that guy's soul shape looks like that.
Right.
So he was probably more underdeveloped.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that also explains the courtesy. They're not inherently hateful or evil of people, but they do have a hatred of people.
Yeah.
So that's why they gave they gave Noboru and Itadori a chance to leave. Like, listen, we're not here for you, just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't necessarily want to kill them.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a tragedy, because if Itadori and Noboru understood more about them, they probably would have been able to find some kind of compromise.
Yeah.
I wonder now, the elder brother that's left, he was pretty close to them. I mean, they were all he had. And he joined them. He told them to trust them. Sorry, so many thems. The elder brother told his younger brothers, let's trust these curses, even though they were like, nah, they're kind of shady.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, we will take care of each other or whatever. And now they're dead doing their dirty work.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think he's gonna do at this point? Do you think he's just gonna go along with them, or do you think he's gonna, hold a grudge and eventually backstab them?
Well, he probably at least follow them until he gets to try and kill Itadori.
Right. I think
his group,
his primary
his band of backup dancers.
His primary, I guess, focus would be to kill them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to learn a bit more about his mental state, like what's he like,
Yeah.
because I mean, he obviously reacted, but he also seems a bit colder. I mean, they spent 150 years just aware of each other's presence. That's all they had.
That's all they had.
So yeah, now they're playing a game of life.
Ironic. But yeah, I'm wondering if he just doesn't express anything, because he was definitely angry. He broke the game piece.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we see Itadori talking to Noboru about it.
Taking lives.
Yeah. And he was like, what was it? He said tears were shed over the life that he took.
Yeah.
And that bothers him.
Yeah, Noboru, they didn't go into it, so I'm assuming she was telling the truth. It really didn't bother her very much. So, yeah, Itadori had been through this several times, and it's not like he has an option to leave or anything, but we're seeing again and again that he's different from everybody else, and that, ironically, the person they would treat as a monster is probably the most human among everybody here.
Yeah, this is true. And of course, Fushiguro and Noboru want to protect him and not tell him that, this was kind of the Sukuna thing that you ate and started. But he already knows because Sukuna is evil and mean.
And he doesn't want to tell Fushiguro because...
Right, they don't want to tell each other.
Fushiguro saved somebody who's causing
Deaths.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to give him any more ammo to stop saving people.
You really need to stop that. Right, and Sukuna just straight up ate the finger.
Right?
He's like, hold this and don't eat it. He's like, all right.
That's hilarious. Like,
It's like, I said don't eat it. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Like, my hand has a digestive tract now.
Yeah, that's so gross.
Yeah. Although he did seem to handle it very well.
Yeah, he took it down. Like,
Real
he was like...
Yeah, real quick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, is Toto a teacher?
Right. So
Is
what's that about?
Maybe Toto is just there. They can't get rid of him.
Maybe
He's
it's
just
like, I'm
doing
never
what
leaving.
because he is a middle schooler for the rest of his life.
But we also heard something way early on that, what was it? I think they said the third years can't participate in the competition, right?
Something like that, yeah.
So then they wouldn't just... They'd notice this kid staying around, and they wouldn't let him stay.
But it seems like nobody really tries to rein him in anyway.
Yeah.
Because, what was it? They were talking to Mr. Old Guy, being like, kill Itadori, and he's just like, nah.
That is true, but I feel like some of the other students would have noticed he'd been here a bit long.
Maybe they just accept that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But also, I wonder if perhaps Toto is the epitome of what they want.
Oh wait, they said only first grade sorcerers can recommend
Oh,
the rest.
maybe
so,
that's
and he
why.
is a first grade.
Oh, that...
Don't worry, I edited it out.
We'll just
Leave it in. Can Uzumaki Senpai, words guy, can he recommend people? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just
Isn't it
write
Inumaki?
I thought it was Izumaki. Inumaki?
You guys taught me Inumaki.
It's one of them. I don't remember.
Anyways, maybe, yeah. But he can't talk, so unless he can write his
He
recommendation.
writes his recommendation, maybe.
It could have just been that these two chose to step up.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he could, but he just didn't. And to be fair, we haven't really seen white-haired guy interact too much with everybody else. He kind of has his group, the other third years that he hangs around with. Second years, rather.
Second years, yeah.
But Toto, he has direct impact, direct training with both Fushiguro and Itadori.
Yeah.
Well, he beat up
Training.
Fushiguro, but yeah.
Yeah.
He jumped Fushiguro. But also, yeah, like you mentioned, he's constantly on the search for somebody of strength and stuff like that. So maybe he's more active in that way than people understand.
Maybe. Yeah.
For next season, I think we're going to start off with the older brother. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. We also have the red-haired monk we don't know about.
Red hair.
The one who taught the guy who wants to make everybody into a coat rack. The one who taught him, he taught him how to make the veil, and they use him as an scapegoat.
Oh, the red hair. Yeah, short hair.
They have
White and
flashed a lot of characters
Yeah.
that we
In
don't
fact,
know much about.
The person you were saying you wanted to see, the person who they keep dropping, yeah. He was in the intro for like half a second.
He was.
Yeah,
What
you didn't
the heck?
recognize him.
Oh, I didn't see it.
All right, guys, this is the last episode, which means a new episode is going to be taking its place, and you can go to the comments and go to the pinned comment in the comments and click on that link to go to the poll where we're voting on what show we should replace Jujutsu Kaisen with. Words are hard. So guys, remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check our description for our Patreon. And we will see you in the next series.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, bye.
Special thanks to Zach Thomas, Alex, Mohammed, Brian Emeka, and Kama Rio.